Down. Good girl. What day is it? Alright, it is day 294 of Chasing Serenity, and we are getting ready to pack up and head to St. George, Utah. Arizona has been beautiful and amazing. I've been on multiple hikes in Sedona. I found a really cool jiu-jitsu gym here, Cottonwood. I think it's Cottonwood Combat. And got some good training in there, and then also went down to Phoenix and went to the MMA lab. My friend Chris, who's been helping me train battle, came out and visited for a bit with his family. I've spent a lot of time meditating, a lot of time sleeping, a lot of time just working out. I thought that more things would come up that I needed to deal with to heal, maybe more memories. And there's been like more clarification on some of my memories, but nothing else that's really popped up, thankfully. But I have learned a little bit more about myself. I thought this would be more of a healing journey, but I think a lot of the healing I did was in Charlotte after I graduated, realized everything and realized I didn't want to live there, and I wanted to chase the dreams I've always wanted to chase, and I didn't want to live for other people, and I didn't want to live as a coping mechanism anymore. I wanted to thrive. So far what I've learned is that I love fighting. I love combat sports, and I will be doing that for probably the rest of my life. I love being outdoors. I love traveling. I love going to new places and seeing how people live. Every state, every town is so different. I want to really get into hunting, and I miss it terribly. I used to hunt as a child, or growing up, I guess, not really as a child. I really want to get into that over the next few years. And I love training dogs. My dog. I haven't trained a lot of other people's dogs, but I want to get into that eventually. And I love freedom. I love feeling free and uninhibited, and just exploring the world through a positive lens and not being afraid anymore. And I actually enjoy connecting with people. I'm very much so an introvert and need a lot of alone time, and that's how I create art and write and recharge. But also, when you start trusting the universe and the right people come into your life, connecting with those people is amazing. So that's what I've learned so far. I've really been working on trusting my intuition, going with the flow. This place is beautiful. I love cactus, or cacti, whatever. I went to a botanical garden. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Everywhere I walk, it feels like being underwater, just without the water. Like every plant looks like a coral reef. And I really got to bond with her, Miss Battle. What else? Life's wild. I won't get into all like the weird hippie signs from the universe, because I know some people just won't understand that, but I've definitely been listening to the language of the universe. And I think most healing comes down to understanding yourself and understanding the people that did things that hurt you, because there is a reason for everything, and being able to let go of that. But then there's a language with how I speak with my dog that's not English or human, and it's mostly energy, and that's how I train her. And there's a language among communities, and there's a language among the universe. And so I think life just comes down to understanding, is to sit back and stop trying to tell people how you feel or how you see things, and just observe and see how other people see things, and you'll start to understand why A, B, or C happens, or why people treat you this way, or why people feel distant, or why you feel distant. It just all comes down to understanding. So yeah, we're headed to St. George. We're going to go hiking up there for another week and a half, and then there's actually another gym up there I'm going to check out. And then we head back to Colorado and start remodeling our house. I love how I say our house, like the dog owns it. And then I start work October 31st, Halloween. And I'm super excited for my residency. Healthcare is a passion of mine. Actually, I think the human body is a passion of mine. And learning how to support it just right to heal mentally, physically, and spiritually is kind of my jam. So I'm very excited for that. That'll be its own adventure. So yeah. Let's see where everything goes. Do you want lovins? Do you want lovins? This is a good baby. What was that? What was that? Just a little jelly? Oh, she's a good girl. You're just a little baby. You're such a good baby. You have endless eye boogers.